Brian, how do you think today is going to go?
Well, a little choppy, but I think it's going to be good.
Are you going to win this thing?
For sure. 100%. Josh has too much confidence in himself.
Fishy. There you go, Edwin. They just keep getting bigger. They just get bigger every time.
This is what it's like when you're traveling with 3 grown-ass men in a Jeep with all their equipment, all their bags, for a 10-day work trip. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be Brian and Edwin. I don't know if you can see. Hang on. Yeah, it's gonna be tight.
Holy crap. And
Nice and tight.
the answer is no.
Yeah, so we took off last week sometime. I can't remember because everything runs into one day. One just long, big day. We are
Don't cry, Brent.
just outside of Madisonville.
Started off good. We ended up having to take a little bit longer route. Instead of going through Houston, we ended up kind of heading through Huntsville. There was some flood warnings that we wanted to avoid. So, a normal 6-hour trip turned into, 9.5 hours. A lot of back roads, trying to maneuver this bus and Jeep down backcountry roads. It's tough sometimes. It's official! It is official, sir. It is official. We are in Louisiana, everybody.
By the time we went through traffic and a flood warning, we got there about 9 hours later. The night in a lovely KOA that I can only imagine is beautiful during the day. There we go. Well, you guys ever want to know what a RV shower situation looks like? It's a hallway. Feels very much like college. And you get your little cubby.
From New Orleans, we left. We were in New Orleans about 12 hours. We got the bus, parked, slept, left first thing in the morning.
Edwin, we're about to hit state number 2, sir.
For a lot of our viewers out there, I'm sure they understand that, this is not just your normal motorhome. This is a big Class A diesel pusher. We can't just pull into a little QT or Valero on the side of the road. We've got to go and find truck stops. So there's a lot of logistics between it to make sure that we're going to the right place to be able to fill this bad boy up. Do we have to turn around or should we get into one?
No, you can get into one. You got a bunch.
Oh yeah. Let's go to this one right here because we can get gas on this left side and Scott hose. This one we got right here. And once we got into Tallahassee, it was actually, I think that was the first night that we traveled that we actually got there before the sun went down.
Big Oak was the name of the RV park.
And it gets its name from this amazing oak tree that's in the middle of the RV park. And this thing is beautiful.
And then we went to a local restaurant called Wahoo's. It's called Wahoo's, local restaurant, super cool, laid back. There was an old guy playing guitar, got the whole 7 people in there clapping along, having a good time. And then got up the next morning, made it to Tampa.
Where we found a beautiful RV park in Tarpon Springs, right on the water. This is where the bus is going to have its home for about 2 weeks.
What's up, y'all? It is 5:45 in the morning. We just pulled into a parking lot to unload a bunch of stuff from the TPIG bus, put into the Jeep and a truck because the bus won't fit at the event today. So we're gonna load up and head out to the 5K charity run, and yeah, we'll let you know how it goes.
You know, we had to be up at 3:45, 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. We had an event for Southeastern Guide Dogs down in Tampa. We're just near the McDill Air Force Base.
Did a 5K, sponsored one called Paws for Heroes, PAWS for Heroes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
They encouraged you to bring your dogs and pups out to participate in this. You know, we were able to have a prime spot right by pretty much by the finish line of the 5K. So after it ended, everybody had to walk by our Pet Waste Millionaire tent and our Scoop Soldiers tent. The 5K was pretty intense, but the Walkathon, we got a lot more interaction from. I would say probably 60-70% of those people had their dogs there walking in the event. Southeast Guide Dogs put on a great showing there. They had a lot of guide dogs that were with their owners that actually came in and showed some demonstrations.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, and I never recommend this at all, I am going to take them off leash just for the demonstration purposes on the stage. And then I will move into what we do for grounding skills, so it would be a hug, chin, and then we'll go from there with some retrieval skills and some mobility. All right, you ready?
So it was really nice to have them there and their sponsorship for it. We had a lot of interaction, people spinning the wheels, wanting to know what Scoop Soldiers was, wanting to know what Pet Waste Millionaire was. It was nice to be able to actually reach out to them and talk to them about who we are and what we're representing.
We set up, I was gonna run the 5K.
I think that was his original plan, everybody, but no, he did not.
Something happened with registration, my name wasn't on the list, so I couldn't. They wouldn't let me run. I was very bummed about that. But then they had a walkathon afterwards, which is where a bunch of people got their dogs and they walked basically a mile around this little lake. And so I decided to do that. And then somebody in our team said, I bet you won't do it as Poop Man. And I said, challenge accepted. Feels good. Dropping some pounds. There we go. I am supposed to be Poop. It's a lot hotter of an outfit than I want it to be. I know, I look like Mark has Poop emoji. Decided to run that against Poop Man. I didn't want to walk. Don't be average, be better than average. So I ran it. Thank you so much.
It might show that he did come across that finish line, but no.
That hurts. That hurts bad.
Or give your takeaways of the 5K Paws for Heroes event that was in Tampa.
Well, it was a 5K with dogs. I think that sums it all. can't see. There's no one there. The first 2 days were exciting. Then being on that bus with all these grown-ups that act like kids started to get into my nerves.
All right, so after 2 nights of sleeping with you, we know that you snore and you're crazy, man. You talk and you fight in your sleep.
I do fight always since I was a kid.
What are you fighting about?
I don't know. I just know, like, when I was a kid, my cousins, they didn't want to stay home and stay with me because they were scared.
What is on the schedule for today?
Yeah, so today we are waiting for the Pet Waste millionaire EJ McCoy and Ben Gonzalez to get in town. They're flying in from Dallas and here to Tampa.
All right. Like a pro. I'm doing great. Yeah, I love the ride on the bus, actually. It's fun. You stand up, you get a little antsy, you walk for a second, you go back in the bathroom, go to the restroom. So my flight got in on a Monday afternoon, right at noon, from a relatively rough landing in Tampa International Airport.
What did you think of the landing yesterday in Tampa?
It was rough, but they all kind of make me a little nervous no matter how hard I fly. But it was rough. I'd say on the rougher half of landings.
Takeoff was rough too.
I didn't think takeoff was rough.
Well, that's because you were first class and I was in the very back.
We went to Tampa Bay Brewing Company on Monday when the Pet Waste Millionaire finally arrived, and we had some great local beer. We got some cool swag. We did a podcast with him and the real Pet Waste Millionaire, Josh, and it's just the beginning of their story.
I finished the program and there was opportunities within the ministry, and I had the most fun. Some say it's because I act like a kid.
Some?
And everybody. True, and I actually wear that with pride. I'm still young at heart. I'm no old fart.
We got to hear part one of their story, which really is kind of the early stages of them getting to know each other and then getting into them starting to work together.
No, but I was involved in some sales because I remember hopping in the truck. My training was hopping in the truck and going around and giving quotes in person.
The original plan was to help us grow our commercial sales, which at the time didn't exist. I had this fantasy that in the lawn and landscaping business, the big businesses were the commercial businesses. There's kind of truth to that, but I learned real quick that's bullcrap. It's a fantasy.
We have to have multiple different episodes because they talk together like a married couple. So we get about an hour in, they talked about, I don't know, the first 1/16 of their journey together. So
imagine this. Here's how you do the routes. And it was literally in his head.
No, it wasn't.
No, but you knew where all these houses were.
Well, I did.
It was on a spreadsheet, but there was no routing. He would say, "Oh, that's."
They were in order.
Yeah,
They were just in order.
he would put them in, but he grew up in that area and was also in this business to where he knew. I said, "What the hell do I do?"
We were talking for like almost an hour, and I feel like we've gotten barely even close to scratching the surface of their story.
Monday night, we hosted an event up at the Dog Bar in St. Petersburg, Florida.
And it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a bar with a dog run in it. I wouldn't call it a park, but like a dog area where all the dogs get to play, and you can sit and watch your dog, and it was great.
We sponsored a happy hour and got to set up our tent and talk to a bunch of the patrons about Scoop Soldiers and the Pet Waste Millionaire brand, and had some fun hanging out with a lot of really cool people.
They were engaged in what we were doing. It was real nice. I really like that place.
Did you get drunk?
I don't drink
Why?
because my stomach won't handle it well.
The Pet Waste Millionaire had a keynote at an event called 1 Million Cups, and it's for local entrepreneurs to come together, talk about their businesses, talk about ideas they may have, and network with each other. And the Pet Waste Millionaire is getting much better at public speaking.
Yes, I am EJ McCoy, CEO and co-founder of Scoop Soldiers, as well as a handful of other brands that we operate. How many of you have heard of a service that you can actually hire to come and scoop up your dog's waste? Yeah? How many have not heard of this service ever? That is why I'm here today. In a lot of ways, that is the purpose. That is what we are doing here.
It was awesome getting to connect with other entrepreneurs in the local area.
and seeing them get excited about our mission of gaining awareness in the pet waste removal industry.
Franchising is an incredible opportunity because it multiplies economics, so to speak. You know, I'm a believer that we're not all pulling from one pie, right? A capitalist society creates pies. It creates more opportunity. Franchising is like, that's literally the definition. That's what it does. And so it brings entrepreneurs into your system. I don't want to be the only entrepreneur in my system. I want to have a whole system of entrepreneurs that are waking up every day thinking about their business and going to bed every night thinking about their business.
The feedback we got from the crowd that was there was awesome. They wanted to know more. They wanted to know how younger entrepreneurs can get involved, how the veteran community can get involved.
And it's pretty clear that the direction that we're going on with this takeover tour is a solid one. And so my hope is that these individuals that we got to connect with will help us along the journey by advocating for us and sharing our missions, sharing our story in this entire takeover tour. And so I'm looking forward to many events like that.
You are telling me, you tell me.
Pups Pub was great.
You know, it's a puppy cantina at sorts, right?
It's honest to God a bar that has complete AstroTurf all through it, and dogs are allowed everywhere except for the bathrooms and behind the bar, obviously. But other than that, they can come in with you. They can be outside. There's a slide they're gonna go down. It's actually an extremely cool spot if you are a dog owner.
The owners and the staff were incredibly accommodating. They were also very in it. Like, they were for us and they were supportive of our mission on the takeover tour.
We had a great time. We set up, we talked to people, handed out koozies and swag, and we drove the bus there, which was hysterical because there's very small streets here in Tampa. But we wedged it in and we got the Jeep. We had to park that on the sidewalk. Sorry, Tampa Police Department. We did not block it. We just were on it.
I feel like we had some really great conversations with people that were there, and I'm looking forward to going back to one of their other locations and the many others that they're going to have in the future to do more events like this one.
Come on, let's go.
All right, you ready to roll?
Yeah. No, I gotta film you. You got cameras? Well, big can film. Listen, we're not screwing around here. We gotta turn them into it.
Tuesday was fishing, and fishing was going to be all. Tuesday was fishing.
We started off the morning by going down to Gulfport Marina, getting on a couple boats, and having ourselves a fishing competition.
Now I'm ready to go catch some fish, catch all the fish, put those other jokers to shame. What's going on?
Morning, Shane.
Nice to meet you. Shane?
Shane, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you're my competing boat?
Yeah,
You're
in this boat.
Yeah.
You're with okay, so we're so whatever we do, we have to beat you. Okay. Well, listen, the guy who shows up late.
It's a competition between the millionaires, Pet Waste Millionaire and the real Pet Waste Millionaire. And they had two different boats, two different teams.
Swing them up and over. Swing them right in the boat. Swing them right in the boat. Swing them in the boat. Swing them in the boat.
My teammates were Ben Gonzalez.
Man, how you feel?
I feel good now.
EJ McCoy.
That's probably because Josh is going, we're going to bowl in the water. We're going to bowl in the water.
And Edwin.
There you go, Edwin. There you go.
Well, Lane Snapper. So we're going for numbers.
That counts, baby. That counts.
It's a catch. It's a catch.
How many fish did you catch?
Me personally or our boat?
You personally.
Oh, 3.
Watch the teeth. Watch those teeth. Watch. Brian, come back here and get. Oh, you got one. Okay.
I feel like my team kind of got shafted a little bit because I was filming 90% of the time. Hey, I just got to be the one to record everything.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, it never happened.
Big tour, baby.
Yep.
TPIG Tour 2024.
Starting pooping the gold and catching all these fish.
Yeah. Go down.
to the Real Pet Waste Millionaires credit, after he caught 2 fish, he was tired and needed to lay down in a beanbag chair, so he told me to fish.
I was chilling and letting my crew, my fishing crew, do the work.
Check that out, Josh. Check that out.
Hey, toss him back now.
Nice trout. Yeah, that's 24, baby.
EJ caught 16 fish, so he kind of carried us completely, and he's the one that brought us home to win the game.
Explain what just happened.
I just caught a fish by serenading the fish. All I had to do is off of Ben's pole. So Ben hands me the pole. I said, Ben, you just gotta serenade the fishy. And I said, here, fishy, 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 fishy. And fishy, fishy, fishy came on. And I got him in the boat. Ben, that's how it's done. I told you. Yeah, they just keep getting bigger. They just get bigger every time.
Final score?
33-29, I believe.
You guys know what this means?
L7 loser.
We didn't lose. First off, you don't even know how many fish we caught.
That's what Brent told me.
We haven't told Brent.
I will give my business partner a little bit of credit. He razzed me. Not 3 minutes into our tournament, he razzed me when he tried to corrupt my captain by offering him $1,000 to not let me catch any fish. Despite that, thanks to my captain and my expertise,
Give him a shout out.
and my expertise as a fisherman and my leadership with my fisherman team, we were able to still overcome the attempted corruption and win the tournament with 33 fish.
Oh! He was in the kitchen. He had forward momentum when he crossed.
All right, so just tell me your name and where we are, and then I'll ask you a question.
All right, my name is Máximo Caliendo, coach here at DNA Pickable.
And you just did a lesson with EJ and Josh.
Yes.
Give me your prediction. Who do you think wins?
Oh, for me,